many high schools. Why I choose this topic is because when I was a bachelor student, I did my teaching practice at high school in Taiyuan. So I want to talk about my experience. I want to take my experience as an example. Firstly, you must be very clear who is your audience and what's their English level. For me, my audience is the students who were in grade 2 at high schools. Their English level is very low. How low? I will show you. For example, the scores, the English score is 120, and they can only get 50 or 60, their mean score. So when I say, please open your book, and they say, huh? And I must translate it into Chinese. Oh. So every time I say an English sentence, I must translate it into Chinese. Let's see step 2. What do you plan to teach in this lesson? Do you want to teach reading, writing, listening, language points, exercises, or so on? Maybe some of you will ask me, why can't I teach all of this at one time? I can tell you it's impossible because time is limited. If you can teach them in a very quick space, but you know, students like my students, they can't understand. So just choose one part to teach every time. When you make sure which part you want to teach, then your teaching goals will be very clear. Let's see step 3. What are the important points of the lessons? What will be the difficulties? The important points for my students, so they are low-level English learners, so you must grab the important points from the textbook for them. Otherwise, they don't know which one is the important point. You should your important points must according to the syllabus. What you teach in class must help students go through their tests, their examinations. And what will be the difficulties from 2 aspects? One is from your aspect. You as a teacher, which part do you think will be hard to teach for your students, hard to explain, and maybe something you still can't understand or figure out? You must check it clear. You must figure out first, and then your students can understand. For me, some points I learned when I was a high school student, I totally forgot, so I must check my notebook or dictionaries to memorize that kind of knowledge. And then from a student's aspect, sometimes you think the knowledge is very easy, but it's difficult for students to understand. So you must stand in students' shoes to see the things. And you must consider one thing I want you to pay attention is the students in this age, they are very naughty. So how to draw their attention all the time, and how to prevent them from sleeping is a tough task for me. And some students are they don't want to to answer your questions. So you ask them to stand up and please translate it into Chinese, or please answer the questions for me. They will not respond you. How can you activate them and create their learning attitude as still need to think about. And step 4, what techniques are you going to use? Multimedia, recording, projector. If you just use the blackboard, the students will not respond you, and sometimes they won't look at the blackboard even for a look. So you must use some techniques to draw their attentions, make them be interested in your class. So if you use multimedia, you must prepare for the PowerPoint, or at least you should know how to use the multimedia in your class. So maybe you must come to the classroom a little earlier to make sure everything goes well. And the recording is for tape listening course. If you want to play the tape, you can use recording. That's enough. And the projector, I think you know, it's just like our classrooms. Step 5. How to design your teaching process. It's a large topic, but there are some elements in the lesson planning. Warming up and leading. Are you familiar with these words? At the beginning of the lesson, the teacher want to arouse students' attention, so they use some pictures or videos or music, sometimes questions to draw students' attention to his or her lesson. That's the warming up. And then the background knowledge. For example, if you want to teach a reading passage that's about anthropology, just as you said, so you must provide the students some background knowledge. You know, nowadays students are very lazy, so they won't get the knowledge from the internet or by themselves. So the teacher should do this for them. And analysis of the content. Just teach what you want to teach in your way, and organize the content a little creatively. And classroom activities. I think it's very important, because the students may not be interested in your 3rd point, but they will be very interested in your 4th point. The classroom activities, for example, discussion, group discussion, role play. For example, there is a dialogue, A and B, and you invite 2 students come to the blackboard and play the role for the whole class, and they will be very interesting. Activities, I think. Maybe discussion, role playing, group work.
Pair work.
Something like that. Or in China, for me, the activity I use frequently is translation. Because my low-level students always sleep in class, so I come to their desk and ask them to please translate it into Chinese. And then they can answer my question. Your classmate, socialist, it's very effective. And the homework will be the most disgusting thing for the whole class. The students want to listen my homework, but anyway, they must finish it. And it's also an essential part of the whole lesson plan. Thank you.